I find in this business, the one thing people lack, the one thing they most lack, is duplication. Would everybody agree with me there? You know, they get all excited, they find their first two people. They're doing the basic five, they tell me, oh, I'm doing the basic five, why aren't I making it? Well, you gotta get all your people doing the basic five. And you gotta know that not everybody's gonna do it. We don't live in a perfect world, but it's all about finding the right people, right? You gotta keep going through the people till you find the right people. That's the name of the game. It's all about the ABC pattern and developing leaders. And it's so true, the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Now, of course you gotta follow in order to lead, right? And when you got people following you, you're a leader. But I'm more vested in developing leaders than anything else. And the reason why I make what I make, over $1 million a year residually, and yes, you guys, I don't have to do this business anymore, I just love it. Because I know we got the best thing out there. I know we can help so many more people and everybody's looking. But the way you make a residual income is by having many leaders, people making money. You're gonna help your people make money. That's what residual is all about. In each leg of your organization, you have to have a lot of people making money in order for it to be residual. In order for me to make a residual income, Steve Harris has to be making a residual income. You see, they've also got to do it. So you have to build in depth, and that's what we're going to go over today. This is a real exciting training for me because I've never done this before. Very visual. It's either going to be incredible or a disaster. But I have somebody that is such a great leader who's going to be up here helping me with this. And I actually placed a business in her organization because she is such a great leader, because she mastered the basic five. She's incredible. She's a great speaker. You've seen her speak all over. Really not all over, just in the Northeast. But I'd like to bring up Senior Master Coordinator, UFO, the #2 challenge winner, an amazing woman who you will see as one of the top money earners in this company, Deb Gauthier. You guys, I've been coaching Deb for a while now, and something major was missing, and I didn't realize it. And Deb, you can explain more what happened.
Well, I started work in the business, and I thought I was doing everything right. I was retailing, prospecting, recruiting, showing up at every event. I was getting coached and mentored by Elizabeth, but I still, in the end, felt like I was doing everything myself. So everything changed because Elizabeth was telling me what to do, but the difference is now that she's doing everything with me.
You guys have no idea how critical that is. You gotta listen to me. You know, all the leaders in the room. You know, you can tell somebody what to do all day long, but they do what you do. And you actually have to do it with them. And you know, I didn't sponsor Deb. She is way below in my organization somewhere. I don't even know where. Okay, but I identified Deb as a leader. And I want more leaders in that leg. And when Deb said that to me, she was so frustrated. She was so frustrated. And we were, I invited to Lake Winnipesaukee this summer, because I took off some time because I can. And I invited her to come and visit for a day, and I thought we were gonna relax. Little did I know, she talked to me and she was very frustrated, and I said, you know something, Deb, I'm gonna place a business in your organization. I'm gonna do this with you because I gotta duplicate leadership. I gotta duplicate myself in somebody in that organization. So I decided to place a business there. So we worked hard.
We did.
We started making calls that day. I worked all day long. Everybody's looking at me like I was crazy. But we played hard. You guys, come on. We worked hard and we played hard. Because if you don't work hard, you can't play hard, right? You gotta work hard and play hard. But what we're gonna show you right now is gonna be amazing, because what we did This was in August. We had international convention. We started building the business in September. September. We're going to show you what we did. How's that? In 6, 7 weeks, this is what we've done. Because it's all about building fast. And the secret to duplication, does anybody know what it is? Come on, anybody know what it is? Having fun. It's about having fun, okay? And if you want committed people on your team, you gotta be committed. And wouldn't everybody agree? Deb is like so committed. I haven't met somebody so responsible, her age, and so committed, so this is what we did. First of all, if you can't describe what you're doing as a process, you don't know what you're doing. Direction and duplication are key. I feel like a lot of people, they don't make it in this business because they didn't get direction. There was no direction. You have to tell and show and do it with them. A boss says, go do it. A leader, a partner, a business partner says, let's go do it. And I knew that, but I didn't feel like working. But I wanted to help this girl and her team. So it's very important you get in there and you work it because direction and duplication are key. First, what we're going to do is go over, it all starts with the registration. You guys, the way you bring somebody into the business is the way they treat it. And if you're not using the Getting Started Guide, what are you using? What are you using? It's your proven business plan. It's your blueprint for success.
So what we really realized was, starting from the registration point, we want to make sure everybody gets started in the same exact way. We start with the registration letter. Congratulations on taking the next step to open up your unfranchised business. It also lists your date, time, and location. Followed by the 3 starter packages are attached. Followed by that, of course, at registration, you're going to be purchasing tickets to all of our next local events.
So the registration letter, you need to get a registration letter together. It's professional. This is the way you bring somebody into the business. This is the packet, you guys, and we can give this to Phil to put somewhere, but this is what we put in our packets. The top 10 needs to be completed before the registration, and if it's not completed, guess what I'm going to do the minute they sit down to register? We're going to complete their top 10. Everybody with me? We're going to complete their top 10. But
everything's in here, guys. You start with the Getting Started Guide, home shopping list, product catalog. We even put a Making Your Names list document so people actually have a memory jogger list and they know how to build their names list from the get-go. Not only that, we're putting in the next 2 months of NMTSS events, our team calendar, what our HBPs are going to be like over that next month. I want them to know because they're putting it in their calendars that day. We also have a follow-up sheet. We also require top 10 bios at a registration. And if they don't bring their top 10 bios, which are attached to that letter, they're filling them out at the table in front of us before they leave. We want their top 10 right away.
I'm glad you said that again because I want you guys to get this. Seriously, I want you guys to get this. What good is it if they don't lead you to people? This is about people leading to people. You want to help them succeed as fast as possible. So I'm going to just really quick, because I got so much to do. Getting Started Guide. I'm going to go through the Getting Started Guide really quick. Before you go to the sign-up wizard, what are you going to do? You're going to sell tickets, sell belief. Before you even get to the sign-up wizard, you sell tickets. If they're not ready to buy a ticket, get them to the next local event so they get the belief so they buy the tickets. Is everybody with me? And we sell, this entire team, we sold them. Some couldn't go to the local, but we sold them a World Conference ticket and we sold them a ticket here. That's why they're all here. Okay? Because that is the most important thing you can do. It's the highest, best use of your time is getting them here to get that belief. So we sell the tickets. We fill out this first page. We also start making calls with their top 10. You know what I do now? Key. When I'm registering and doing the follow-up, I'm calling their top 10 right then and there, and I have them call. You know why? I feel like You need to get them to be independent distributors. They need to make the calls. When they see how simple it is, you'll see our script, and they start making the calls. We had one gal, she was so afraid. I did her first call. She started making calls. She booked 7 appointments that day. Why not start calling their people? Get them to lead you to their people ASAP. So that's one thing we do. We also go over their calendar. What else we do that's critical? We book their home business presentation. Everybody has to have a home business presentation, okay? Doesn't matter how big their home is. Doesn't matter. A home business presentation, it could be 3, 4, 5 people sitting around a table. I know I have big ones, but guess what? When you're starting out, you've got to do the one-on-ones, you've got to do the home presentation is critical. It's the best leverage that you can have. The other thing we do is we book, if we're going to do three-way calling, we book that, we book the call workshops, we book their trainings, we give them their homework. I'm not going to go through it all. We give them their homework, which is the goal statement, 2-minute commercial, answer to what is it. We want their homework. Everybody with me? We book the follow-up. Deb, go over the follow-up.
Yep. So before they leave, just because when you're booking the follow-up, you've given them so much information at a registration, so we give them a follow-up sheet. Again, date, time, location, and we're making sure that they have their 3 note cards with them with their answer to what is it, their 2-minute commercial, and their goal statement. And also pages 2 and 3 of the Getting Started Guide completely completed.
And this is critical. You have to have that follow-up meeting. It's the one-on-one training that they get from you. You go over their names list. You got to work their names list. You're making more calls at the follow-up. You're having them make the call, and we're going to show you what our call script looks like. We go over the answer to what is it, their 2-minute commercial. I want to see how many hours a week they're going to put into the business, so I look on page 3 of the Getting Started Guide right away. I want goals. When are they going to get their 10 preferred customers? Critical that everybody duplicates base 10, 7 strong. You got to get them success with the product. You got to get them retailing right away so that they have that success, that belief. It builds their belief. So we go over everything at the follow-up appointment. We make more calls, and we're booking them into their HBP, or if we have another HBP. What is the most important next business presentation? The next one. You got to keep the momentum going. You can't stop. You got to keep it going. You guys are waiting way too long, and we're going to go through that in a second. So that's your follow-up appointment. The key, again, book the HBP. I require 20 bio sheets because I know 8 will show up. That's it. That's the numbers. I confirm the bios. When I confirm the bios of the people that are coming, you see, everybody that has an HBP has to fax or email me their bio sheets. I'll confirm them and say, you know, this is Elizabeth Weber. I'm going to be coming to do a business presentation for Deb Gauthier. I just want to confirm that you will be there. I also want you to know you can bring 1 or 2 people to help you evaluate it. 2 heads are better than 1, right? 3 heads are better than 1. They don't even know they can bring somebody, and they think they're intruding if all you got to do is tell them to do that. Just over-invite. So that's key. Utilize combinations with the HBPs. Whenever you're building one team, invite the other team. Get them all working together. It's definitely a training ground. We get them all up in front of the... Not everybody's going to get in front of the room, you guys. They'll get up there to introduce themselves and give their 30-second commercial, whatever. But you want to get them showing the plan. And we're really defining the team when we're doing this. You want to sell the next event. You guys, up in front of that room in that HBP, you're selling product. I say, if nothing else, you guys, you need to buy a bottle of OPC3 from the person who invited you. So get your bottle. Who wants to get old fast?
Nobody.
I do, and I'm selling the next event. The best way to evaluate it is to go to this event. We've got our top trainer, Steve Harris. I knew you'd pay attention if I said your name. Top trainer Steve Harris, you always want to edify and create a sense of urgency, which we hope we'll get into. We got so much to go over, but follow up, you guys. Follow up, follow up, follow up. You don't let people leave without a follow up. Right, Andy? Key. So book that HBP. You guys, leverage your time. You got to do one-on-ones too. I mean, but let's get them activated. When you book an HBP, you can leverage people's strengths, their backgrounds. You can leverage everything. You're training at the same time. You're creating momentum, energy. It's awesome. This is a call script.
So new people don't know what to say, but you want to keep it as simple as possible because the whole purpose is just to book the appointment. So what we do is give people their call script, and we actually bold out these words that you see in front of you right there. And, you know, how easy is this? You come from a place of excitement. I'm really excited. I just started an internet business. I could really use your help. I would love to have you evaluate it for me. I value your opinion. You may or may not be interested. Your help would mean a lot to me.
You guys,
Right?
they can do that. Let me tell you what happens. You guys, you don't tell them what to say. You got to coach them on the evaluation approach as soon as they show interest in the business because people are more willing to help. And they don't
Exactly.
have a problem doing this. They think, I have to know everything about the business to make an appointment. They don't. This is all they have to do, and tell them.
We coach them if they get any resistance at all. You say, hey, at a worst case scenario, you can learn how to save a lot of money by shopping online, especially with the holiday season coming. Any more resistance than that, get your senior business partner on the phone. That's what we're for.
You guys getting it? How simple is that?
Easy.
Can every new person do that? I'm really excited. I just started an internet business. I could really use your help. I'd love for you to evaluate it. I value your opinion. You may or may not be interested. Your help would mean a lot to me. Duh. It's like, who can't do that? All right, you ready? Let's go.
Yes.
All right, this is what we did. Duplication equals momentum and teamwork. Got to create the momentum, the force from doing action, okay? Equals success. This is the key. This is what most people are lacking. If you keep it systemized and you follow all the steps and you get people to lead to their people right away and you're calling people's people, you're having them actually call. You're giving them the script to call and invite people to their HBP. And you're right there coaching them. It's not difficult. You guys just gotta get out of your comfort zone, and once you start making a few calls, guess what? You'll be calling all the time. Get out of your comfort zone. You know, the success you desire is on the edges of your comfort zone. If you don't feel uncomfortable, you're not growing, and you'll never grow. Do you really think I feel comfortable in this dress? No. Worst choice. Okay. All right, let's go. I don't. I'll never do this again. You told me to wear black and white. It's the only one I could
You
find.
asked me to wear black and white. She
You're
had me
full
running
of
around
it.
the mall everywhere trying to find black and white.
Okay, let's go. Then I didn't want to wear it, right? I didn't want to wear it. She's at my house. I'm like, no, I'm going to wear my, it's tight,
No, I'm like,
Deb,
you
it's
are
tight.
wearing it.
She made
You
me
are
go on a
wearing it. You
diet
made
for
me
3
get the
days. I've
dress
never
for
been on
wearing
a
it.
diet. She goes, stop eating. She texts me. What did you text me?
You eating clean today?
Are you eating clean today? Because I eat like a pig. Anyway, let's go. All right, so this is what we did. This is so exciting. Andy, you're going to be really excited. All right, I placed my 47th business. Don't get afraid. With Deb. Because she is a true leader. You would never place a reentry into somebody that, you guys, place it under leaders' weak sides. That's what I do. So, Deb sponsors Steve.
Steve.
Steve, are you
Now,
there, Steve?
Steve, I met through social media. So we connected on LinkedIn, met for coffee.
Steve.
Steve? The real Steve actually got food poisoning last
Yeah.
night.
These are not paid actors.
So Steve's gonna stand in.
I am telling you, they're real live people, distributors. You look, I said, Deb, get somebody who's bald and looks like Steve, but we should have put a pair of glasses on him. All right, so that's Steve. Now, we leveraged Sean Ross
Yep.
with Steve. Steve wanted to come into the business, and, you know, he was going to meetings, and it's like, well, Steve, you know, you can either get everything Sean does, or he's going to get everything you do. So if you don't have people, if you're not building momentum, you can't leverage people. So I place Sean under Steve. Where are my ABC cards?
Right here.
Sean, you're awesome. But Sean's been busy. We're going to get him started really soon. So I sponsor Sean under Steve. No, you can do those. Of course, what do? Now, we're registered Sean. We register everyone the same way. They buy their tickets. As a matter of fact, you bought 10 tickets to this regional, right? 10 tickets. So Deb and I go and do an HBP in Rochester. It was a huge success. Sean sponsors Lana. Lana.
And then Lana very quickly.
Now, do we duplicate or what? Come on. Look at this. I cracked up this morning when I saw her. All right, so Sean sponsors Lana. Lana.
Move up a little, Sean. And then Lana
No.
gets activated very, very quickly. You're right. Activated very, very quickly. So then she then sponsors Steve, and then she also sponsors at the same time Devin.
So Lana gets activated. You got to be behind here.
Yep.
Devin
Yep. Devin.
and Steve.
Yep. And Steve. Yep. Right here. Perfect.
Can everybody see that?
But right after that, Lana sponsored somebody else. So Lana came in and sponsored David right under Steve. David?
David, are we creating momentum here? Are we? Okay. But Lana has more people too. You have a lot of people in the funnel, girl. You're doing awesome. Sean, you're doing awesome too because you activated with Mikey. Where's Mikey?
Sean activates with Mikey.
Sean's activated. No, Deb. Deb,
Yep.
over here.
Nope.
Oh, you're right. I'm going to listen to you. Why don't you just do that? Deb sponsors Kevin under Mikey.
Now, Kevin has been my best friend for a number of years. I approached Kevin when I first started the business. So, Kevin waited until this month to actually get started.
Because sometimes, you guys, you need to succeed so that other people can realize their dreams. She didn't wait for Kevin, just like Steve Harris didn't wait. I didn't wait for Steve Harris. You guys, you got to keep going. You got to create that momentum. And you guys, they're all working together. So Deb sponsors Kevin, places under Mikey. Deb sponsors Dina, places under Kevin. 6 weeks, guys.
Dina and I were friends since probably high school. We worked together. We ran into each other at a restaurant. I said, hey, hit me up on Facebook. She hit me up on Facebook. We met for dinner. And when I met her, all she did was complain about how much she hated her nursing job at where she was working. So I couldn't help but bring up the business.
All right, where's Dina?
Dina.
All right, Dina.
Yep.
Dina sponsors Danielle. Danielle. We got to do this quicker, guys. I'm running out of time. You got to give me more time here. Okay. Dina sponsors Danielle. Are we creating momentum? We don't stop sponsoring, okay? Dina activates with Andrew. Dina got activated too. You guys, 6 weeks. One side. One side. Deb knows how to do it now, don't you, Deb?
Yeah, I know.
Now I can go back on vacation. I place Adela under Danielle. I met Adela at a salon. I was getting a facial. I just started talking to her about her life, and she tells me she loves changes. This is how crazy I am. One day, I'm on the phone. I booked an HBP. I said, Adela, I remember you told me you love challenges. Well, I got one for you. I need you here Tuesday night. And she came. And I sponsored her. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna go back, because that's one side. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. We have somebody that's getting ready to get activated Monday. Who is it?
Danielle is going to be activated.
Monday. So that's 2 more there. Monday, right? Because we're doing HBPs. We're creating excitement and momentum. That's one side. You guys are awesome. Now let's do the other side. I activate with Colleen, September 28th. Colleen. Woohoo! Colleen, you tell them, because I'm sick of talking and my mouth is really dry.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Can you put Colleen on, please, this mic out front?
I'm Colleen. I am from Melrose, and I teach. I have the pleasure of working with Elizabeth's granddaughter, Madison. Needless to say, it was a fun year. She's a lot like her grandmother. Talking with Elizabeth, I said I needed to do something to generate more money. Teaching doesn't pay well. At the same time, I was in the process of being taken back to court from my ex-husband, paid thousands of dollars, didn't want to pay child support. And I said, I am sick and tired of depending on my ex-husband. Elizabeth said, woo! Financial freedom, that's what I'm looking for. Elizabeth said, if you're interested, this was in June, if you're interested, come back and talk to me in the fall. I called her in the fall. Here I am. I couldn't be more excited to be with Market America and be working with a great team.
Woo-hoo! Now, listen, you guys. We got the Melrose school system. Wait, you'll see. So Colleen activates, I activate with Colleen. Dave registers his franchise under Colleen. I've known Dave for 8 years. It took 8 years. Okay, whatever. Right, Dave? Colleen sponsors Brooke. Now, I should say this, though. Colleen came to an HBP I was doing. I told her to bring other people. I taught her the evaluation approach. She brought a bunch of people to this HBP because we want to get them to lead us to people even before they come into the business. And Colleen, at that HBP, she had 2 people ready to sign up. Do you think that created a sense of urgency for Miss Colleen to get registered? You bet it did. Okay, and she wanted to register that night. And I said, no, we got to send you the registration letter. We booked it for the next day. Booked it for the next day, right? So Colleen sponsors Brooke, and Brooke sponsors Corey and places under Dave. Right? Mm-hmm. Brooke sponsors Corey. They're sisters. Can you tell they're beautiful? And this was Madison's kindergarten teacher. Okay. Is everybody getting excited? They just started. They're all new. Are we creating momentum here? We empower. I didn't do their registrations. Colleen did. She did. You guys, they're all going to World Conference. All of them. And she was like, what? You gotta expect people to go. You guys, you know, if you really care about people, you're gonna get them there. And because I did it with her, she did it with Brooke and Corey. You guys getting that? I empowered Colleen. I'm not gonna do it all. That's ridiculous. You're gonna be doing it all the time by yourself. I'm more vested in creating leaders. And she doesn't think she's doing this fast enough, by the way. We're calling, that's us all calling the top 10 as a follow-up. Make calls, make calls, make calls. Colleen sponsors Denise and places her under Corey. Now, you're wondering why she's not activated, right? Because she sponsored Denise, but Denise went and sent a text to Brooke asking her about the business because they have a close relationship, so we thought it was best to place them on the same team. Told you. What did I tell you? She goes, but I want to get activated. Some people build one leg at a time, you know? So it's all good. We want to build momentum, energy, strength. Woo! I sponsor Wayne, and I place Wayne under Denise. Now, you guys, this really Wayne. You look a lot younger. Wayne's from Michigan. Met him on Facebook. Top money earner for 3 different companies. Amazing. He just registered. Did that get you excited?
Very excited.
Are you excited? Are you excited? Are you excited? Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is so exciting. Denise sponsors Lisa and places under Wayne. By the way, Colleen's getting activated next week. We got so many people in the funnel, it's ridiculous. Where's Brooke? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. Corey sponsors Megan. This is all time related, you guys. This is in the order that it actually happened. Corey sponsors Megan and places under Lisa. This is all real in the last 6 weeks, right? September 28th, Q date. Lisa and Denise, see how we have them up in front of the room? Okay, get them up in front of the room. Wayne sponsors Andrew and places under Megan. It's really not Andrew. He's also from Michigan. Great guy. And this is us going house to house. We went and did a kickoff of Brooke and Corey. It's important that you go to their home because their friends and relatives are more apt to go to their home than go to somebody else's home. Granted, I still do HBPs at my house because I got so much activity and they're huge, and you'll see that in a second, and I'm running out of time and I need more time. Brooke activates with Janelle. We have the pictures to prove it. There's Maddie next to her teacher. She's just like me. Janelle gets activated. Look at how the team, you guys, we go house to house together, registrations together, but we don't let any time lapse, okay? We're going house to house together. Not everybody can make it to every event, but this is defining the team. We're doing it together, right? And not everybody's gonna be able to go to every house or every registration or every follow-up, but at least part of the team is, and we're identifying leaders here. Oh boy. It's all about teamwork, making the dream work, you guys. Let me just run through, oh my God, I got so much to do. ABC cards.
Yeah.
A, B. Can you do this for me, Deb? Oh, did I miss 2 people?
Well, it said get activated. It didn't actually say their names, so.
Oh, I forgot to say your names. You activated last week, right? In one day, she got activated.
Yeah.
You
Right
guys,
away.
how do we do this?
Right away.
We're having them call their people right there. We're not waiting for a 3-way call anymore. We're doing it. We're having them do it so that they get over the fear of calling. Is everybody with me? A, B, C. Now, C. Now, we could do A1, B1, all that, but I'm not gonna, because it's only gonna get everybody confused. Okay, ABC.
That's right.
Now, I'm just gonna do something right now, just so you understand the ABC pattern. I'm working with all these guys, I'm keeping them plugged in, but I know that not everybody is go now right now. How do I identify a go now? Somebody who's going for the challenges, buying extra tickets, doing their UFO, and who wants to get up in front of the room. I'm not saying you're not go now, I'm not saying you're not go now, but I told you were my go now, right?
Yes. And I couldn't be more excited.
I empowered her. I identified her as my go now. Because now I'm gonna stick to her hip. That's gonna get you excited. You're my go now too. That's gonna get you excited. You're a loud ass. Love him though. It's all right, I can say that. I've known him for years. I'm sorry, Dave. You're gonna do just fine. Okay.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Sean. You will be though. Sean's taking huge tests, so he's kind of just stable and waiting, right? Well. Dina's my go now. This girl, both Dina and Brooke are going for your challenge, Steve, your local challenge, both Dina and Brooke. She wants to get in front of the room. Dina does too. We're already prepping them. 6 weeks.
That's crazy.
Do you think Deb's excited or what?
Hey,
Tell
she
them.
went away for like 3 weeks, so.
2. You worked your butt off. No. 2
I
weeks.
worked my butt off.
But I leverage. I do what you guys do in a year in one night. Because I'm leveraging everybody. I'm leveraging the team. They're all inviting people back. First step is the first looks. You know, then the UBP. You got to go through the process. You got to keep it systemized. Oh my God. Phil. Phil, this is so important. Can you give me like 5 more minutes? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this was going to take this long. So this is what happened. Remember the Hurricane Sandy? How can you forget it? Our hearts go out to everybody that was devastated from that hurricane. We obviously didn't let it get in our way, but what happened was this. Deb called me.
I called her in a panic because Massachusetts had sent out, non-emergency vehicles only on the road. If you don't have an emergency, you shouldn't be on the road. We had a call workshop scheduled that night, and I'm calling her in a panic because all the girls, all the guys, everybody's texting me, what do we do? What do we do? Is she really having this? Is she this crazy? So I call her, and I'm like, Elizabeth. She's like, all right, we get creative.
I said, Deb, we're not canceling this call workshop. Are you out of your mind? Everybody's going to be home. They have to. I said,
It's
Deb,
true.
at a call workshop, people are making their own calls anyway. This is ridiculous. Send out an email. I just tell her what to do. Coach her, coach her, coach her. Send out an email. Get everybody on a conference call. We're doing this call workshop. We told everybody from 6 to 9.
6:30 to 9:30.
6:30 to 9:30, Deb and I are going to be available. We want you to use the call script. Every single time you make a call, we want you to put it on Facebook. Brooke said something, I don't see it. Okay, you guys getting this? We held people accountable. They had to call in, they had to go on Facebook. Friendly competition here. When I said, on Facebook, somebody just booked 3 more, they're like, I gotta get off my lard ass. Like, she's holding me accountable here. I look really stupid, like I don't want to do this or I'm not doing it. Recognition. We recognize everybody that booked their appointments. We leveraged big time that night, booked 83 appointments during Hurricane Sandy. That's what my house looked like after all those appointments. I said, booked 100 people for tomorrow night, so it's officially closed out. Deb, make sure you tell your people I do not have them on this email list. Remember, only parking on the side of the street Elizabeth's house is on. The police will tow them away. Please make this clear to all your distributors. Because the police come every single time I have a meeting because there's 100 people there. But you guys gotta understand, we're going house to house, and I still do it at my house every week. But we're going house to house for their own HBP. They have to take responsibility for their own HBP. They don't take responsibility if you don't do it. And remember, over-invite and confirm their bios. You guys, it's only a matter of time. Did anybody take a picture of this? For Facebook? Oh, you did? Good. Did I look fat? Okay. I'm kidding. You can have everything in life you want. I'm just trying to be funny like Jim Dwyer. Give me a break. I want them to invite me back next year. Remember, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. I just want to do one more thing. Can you get those cards, Deb? I need your help. Once you identify a go now, you're going to start the ABC pattern. Come on, give the A card to Dina. You're going to start the ABC pattern all over again. This gets you to build in depth to make sure everything is duplicating properly. You start it all over again. Do you think any of these people are going to leave when I've got these people below them? They'd be stupid. They're in the business forever because they're going to have one side already built, because when you have extra people, you place them on the outside. You never build 2 legs of anybody. You never qualify somebody's center. And you want to keep retailing so that you can place, like my guy here. I placed a big order for all you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Were you excited?
I was so excited.
Because you can't place volume under someone that you haven't personally sponsored, so you should be sponsoring in depth so you can help all these people. Right? Come on, say something. So did you see how we started it again? It doesn't mean I'm not gonna help her get activated and build with her. But I don't waste time with people who waste my time. Get out of my way. Because I'm going to do it with or without you. Too many of you depend on, you bring in 2 people, and you're like waiting. Like you can't make your timing dependent on other people's timing. You got to keep going and creating that synergy and momentum. That's enough. I love you guys.